Hello. Welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. From time to time we go to other places outside of Japan, and today is such a day. We're going to go to Europe, Eastern Europe, specifically to Hungary, and specifically to the town of Pécs. And I am not terribly familiar with Hungarian geography, but I'll see if I can put some pictures and a map up here so we can see basically where it is here. And I'm going to look at three beers from the brewery, which is called Pécsi Sör, and the first one will be a premium lager, and the second one will be Hefeweizen, and the third one is going to be a dark lager or a dunkel beer. And so the first one is this one that we will look at. But first, a little bit about the brewery. It apparently, according to their records, they trace it back to 1301 as a brewery, part of a Franciscan monastery. However, the modern brewery dates back to the mid 19th century, and the town is called Pevs in Roman letters, and it is pronounced apparently Pécs. So I don't know a lot about Hungary. I know the Hungarian language is quite unusual, apparently very difficult to learn, and kind of unique among languages in Europe. And I'm not sure if this is the first beer from Hungary I have had, but we will look at three of them. On Rate Beer, this brewery has 114 beers listed, and on Untapped, only 78. So, but I'm looking forward to getting into them, and they are all in this rather large format here, 500 milliliter format. And so let's give it a go. We're going to start with a premium lager. Okay, so here is the first beer from Pécsi Sör, and it is called Pécsi Sör Prémium Lager, and it is classified on Rate Beer, is classified as a pale lager, international premium, and I believe it is all malt. Malt and hops are the only ingredients listed on the Japanese label. 5% alcohol by volume, and 18 international bittering units. And the on Rate Beer, this one has 111 ratings, and the average is 2.8 out of 5, not terribly high. 13 percentile for all beers on Rate Beer, and 64 percentile for its style, pale lager international premium. And pale lager is generally the catch-all category for industrial lagers, and especially ones that contain adjuncts. This apparently does not have any adjuncts. Untapped, there were 8,154 ratings, and the average was a touch higher, 3.01 out of 5. And this is a 500 milliliter can, and they say it's a limited edition. I'm not sure if it really is or not. And it has a picture of a mosque, which apparently is in the town of Pécs on it, and they mentioned something about how this is kind of meeting of the East and West in Hungary. So Hungary is, of course, has a long and wonderful culture. I'm most familiar with movies, kind of classic movies from Hungary. There are all kinds of interesting ones. If you know the director Béla Tarr, he makes rather unusual long movies. In any case, let's get to the beer. And this costs 366 yen at the Yamaya liquor store where I bought it, and that would translate into $2.40 in U.S. terms, and in euros, €2.20 here. So alcohol 5%, and again 18 international bittering units. So a lot of Eastern European beers are coming into Yamaya, and I think primarily it's the price point, because beers in Japan, and certainly imported beers from the U.S., UK, and other countries are pretty pricey. The yen is not doing well, so, and I guess that the Eastern European beers are a little bit cheaper than most. So we are getting, we've had Russian beers and beers from, say, Czechoslovakia, some from Poland even, and so now Hungary. Let's give it a go, take a look at it. It is clear, slightly dark, but basically pale gold with a very thin head, and you can see the carbonation. And aroma. Okay, it does have a light malty nose. Something unusual here. Some kind of rather unusual floweriness. Kind of fragrance. I guess I wouldn't have to say it's fruity. Kind of like a light fruit juice. I'll come back to it in a second. Let's give the flavor a go. Yeah. Mild malty, kind of thin flavored, a bit of fruitiness. Hops, moderate, minimal to moderate. A little bit heavy bodied for a lager. It's not terrible. Kind of one-dimensional though, I think. The flavor you start with is the flavor you end up with. It has a kind of unusual fruitiness to it. So I'm guessing the kinds of hops they use are not, maybe not traditional lager hops, maybe not noble hop varieties, say that are used in a German hop or a German lager. It's not bad. Somehow it tastes a little bit more alcoholic than it is, 5%. Yeah, I guess it's part, I mean, I'm getting that because of the heavier body and unusual fruity flavor. Drinkable. So rate beer 2.8 out of 5. I think I'd probably give it around that. Maybe 2.9, possibly 3.0 if I was in a good mood. But yeah, this is not terribly exceptional. And I really didn't think, I wasn't expecting a lot from it, but still, it's not bad. So once again, you may want to give this one a go. It's called Pécsi Sör Prémium Lager, and it's available at Yamaya stores now for about 360 yen. So go pick one up and give it a try. I don't recommend it highly, but you may like it a little better than I do. So that is it for today. Hope you are doing well. Please do subscribe to the channel and send me a comment. I'd like to hear your experience with beers, and if you've had, certainly if you've had Hungarian beers or beer from this brewery, let me know. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.